Hey, all right, great, awesome. So once again, you're welcome, and we are so happy that we are here again. All right. So I'll be sharing my screen in a few seconds. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Yeah. Okay, so great. I want to believe that we can all see my screen clearly, loud and clear with my voice. All right, great. Thank you, Favor. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. So yesterday in the last class, which started yesterday, we all sat together, we put our minds together on what website is and the structure of websites, um, the message, from the message to the structure, from structure down to action. And I also mentioned that there are four major pages that a website must have. A basic website must have: the home page, the service page, the about page, and the contact page. And I'm very happy to tell you that we are going to be working strictly with that in today's class. So once again, welcome, and let's stay true to the end of the class, because this is really, really going to be a full package. And do you know why I'm so excited? Because it is a live project. Yes, this is not just like a project that, okay, because I want to teach this section. This is a client project. Are you getting me? So anything I'm doing here, I'm doing it for real. And that is how it is going to be, even after the class. Except maybe I just want to make some few tweaks on maybe content or probably some other informations. But the structure and layout we are currently having on that on the that we'll be having on the website is what will be there. Do you get it? So I want you to pay attention and also make sure that you can see my screen clearly, so that every buttons I am clicking, everything I am moving from point A to point B is what exactly you also need to know, right? So let's dive in. The first thing we need to do, we're already here. This is Truehost, where we bought our domain, right? This is where we got our domain and hosting, and I explained so many stuffs to you guys about it, right? So I'm just going to sign in. So let's do that. Okay, I'm just going to continue signing with Google. Yeah, there is a pop-up already. I know you can see that. So, but let me just sign in. All right, so it is, yeah, we are in. And I told you, immediately you sign in, I called this place, there's a name I called it. It is usually called the client area. It is usually called the client what area. And now you can see that I have two domains here and I have one hosting. The hosting is always under the services section. Do you understand? So the reason why I'm not having two services here is because I'm sharing one hosting with the two domain. But on a norm, if you are buying or as you're just starting, you don't need to start doing that, because there are some certain level of things that you must understand before you can start doing that. So I'm just going to click on, okay, let's go back. This is the domain, Kelvin Spice. So the website we are going to be building is a live restaurant website, right? They're actually based here in around Ojoju Bega, okay? So they sell food, they sell, they also do catering services, they deliver catering services, they do catering trainings also. So literally they are into, I would say, food, right? Yes. And catering business. Yes, let's put it that way. So I'm going to click on services, because once you buy your domain and hosting, and remember that I said, once you just get your domain and hosting, it will also need like 24 to 48 hours, at times 72 hours, excuse me, to propagate. But most times it does not even take up to 2 hours. It does not take up to 3 hours. But at times, if there are issues or something, it might take longer than that, or even up to 24 hours. Do you get that? So please take note of that. So now this is our hosting. This is the hosting that we are using, right? The existing hosting that I share the domain with. So what I'm going to do is just to come and click on this. I'll click on this that says active. So once we click on it, that will take us down to the product details. That's the hosting page like this. Do you understand? And what you need to do here is very simple. There is a section called cPanel. So, and that's what we are looking for. This is the cPanel here. So even if you're not using TrueHost, if you are using maybe GoDaddy or Namecheap or Domain King, where you bought your hosting, anywhere you bought your hosting from, right? And you actually got a web hosting or shared hosting, they will definitely give you a cPanel. Do you understand? They will definitely give you a cPanel. So once you've done that and you get into the hosting page somewhere like this, right? You just need to look for the cPanel. So let's click on cPanel, and that will redirect us to another page entirely. So yeah, now here is the cPanel, right? Here is the cPanel. There are a lot of things that can be done. Yes, there are a lot of things that can be done. So right in this cPanel, we can create professional email accounts. So like for example, now this domain, the domain we are building on is kelvinspice.com.ng. I can create a professional email account under here that says info@kelvinspice.com.ng, spices.com.ng, or I can personalize it, daniel@kelvinspices.com.ng. You understand? That is a professional email. It is not the usual Gmail or Yahoo Mail or Outlook that you have. Do you understand? So you can forward emails. There's a lot of things. So we are just going to go straight into building the website. So as time goes on, you will get to understand this, and there will be an advanced class. So if you get into advanced classes, you can never learn everything finished. As you learn, you will keep on learning to advance more. So I'm sure by that time you will get to understand all of this. But at the same time, don't forget, I am sticking to my promise. You can get project. When you get project, I'll walk you through it. We'll do it together, and that will also make you strong. So you don't need to be scared, right? And I also mentioned that once you have project or you need a portfolio to send to your clients, so that they can see the project you've done before and all, don't worry. I have access to my portfolios, right? And you can easily get them too. So yeah. So let's just look for Softaculous. There is a particular section or hub that we are looking for inside cPanel. It is called Softa. So I call it Softaculous. Maybe when you see, you might pronounce it better. So don't mind my pronunciation anyway. So this is it, right? Softaculous app installer. So this is the section of this Softaculous app installer. Under it, you find WordPress. Okay, and there is a particular name that they call tools like WordPress. There are some kind of tools, like there's a name they call tools like softwares. They are called CMS. CMS, that is content management system. Content management system. You know that once you have this CMS, right? These are where there are different CMS. There is, I think this is part of CMS, Jomia, and some other ones. I think there is Gitbomb or something. Yes, but the most popular and most used CMS software, I would say, or app, is WordPress. Yes, very reliable, 100% free. So that is what we'll be using to build our website. So I'll just click on this. Okay. I'll just click on this. I've clicked on the WordPress. So let's hold on for it to load. So now this is WordPress. It takes us down to this stage. You say what? Install. You can see the install button here. Okay. I've actually installed the WordPress, but let me delete it so that you can actually see how to install. Okay, there's no need for me to delete. There's no need for me to delete. So let me just walk you through. This is the kelvinspice.com.ng. I've installed WordPress on it. That is why you can find it here. Do you understand? So, but if you want to install a WordPress on your new domain that you just got, and once it is live, everything is working fine, just come down to the cPanel and you get down to this section and you click on install. So when you click on install, you see this section, it will ask you to choose protocol. The protocol you should choose is what? HTTPS. Can you see this? HTTPS. When that comes up and you click, this section here, you have to select your domain that you want to install WordPress on. You have to select your domain that you want to install WordPress on. I must not make mistake to select this domain because there is an existing website on it. And if I can mistakenly install a WordPress on it, the existing website will totally go off. And there is almost no way for me to recover it if I did not back up. Well, of course, I have a backup. Do you understand? But I'm just telling you, when you get to the stage, because of when you get to the stage of having multiple domains under one hosting, that is when you experience something like this. But if you are just having a single domain and just your hosting, you would not see any multiple domain here. You will just see the specific domain that you want to work with. Do you understand? And now there's this section that says in directory. If you see WP here, make sure you erase it. Because if you do not erase it, it is going to give the root folder to this particular link. So which implies that your home page will now be reading something like kelvinspice.com.ng/WP or / anything you are putting, but we don't need it. Do you understand? We do not need it. So make sure that you erase anything like WP if you're having it whenever you're installing your WordPress. Now, this section is the site name. This is where you have the site title. That's the name of the brand. Okay, so we are working with Kelvin. Can you see? So because I've typed in the name before, that is why this is actually popping up. So I click on this, and on this section here, I can say best restaurants. Can you see? This is like a description to put. Now here you need to set an admin username, an admin password. So I can easily say Kelvin Spice. Okay, and you see this place that says password, and I can just use this key to automatically generate a password. So I have to make sure that I save this password somewhere. Do you understand? I have to make sure that I save this password somewhere. Now you see the admin email that is here. Try and erase it and put a Gmail that you can access, because they are going to send some information to that email. Do you understand? So you put a Gmail that you can easily access for now, right? The same thing applicable down. If you scroll down, you see it again. Just put the same email. So email installation, installation details will be sent to the email that you inputted here. Now, there are some things that are selected here, which is that says select plugins. Don't let them choose any plugins for you, because you might probably not even need them. So what I usually do is I will recommend that you uncheck all of them. You see all this plugin, just uncheck them. We do not need them. Any plugin we need, we are going to bring it in by ourselves. Now, before you click on install, make sure that you go up and cross-check, vet all the information that you've imputed. Do you understand? So make sure you check everything and they're correct. Make sure you check, make sure you check, make sure you check. Do you understand? So now what I'm going to do, so that you can see how the installation will go, I'll just put an extension here. Let me just say /test. Do you understand? /test. I will just put the extension there. Later I will delete the WordPress, so that you can see once you have already done all the filling like this. Okay, then you click on what? Install.
So I can't see your screen.
I am sure that is from your hand due to network. It happens like that, so don't worry, it will come up back. Do you get that?
Okay. All right.
Yes. Thank you. So now you can see that the WordPress has, successfully, been installed, and then they gave us this message. You can see what I'm saying. It has /, but if you are installing on your major domain as a first timer, you should not put any / there. Do you understand? You should not put any extension word or phrase that will make you have this kind of, additional extension. So now there are two links that are here. This first link here, this first link, this one leads directly to the site, right? That's for user. Do you understand? But for the WordPress backend, it is always having WP-admin at the end of the domain. And that is why you have another slash WP-admin or admin. Do you understand? So without clicking this, I can easily come here and say slash, okay, WP- then admin, and just say enter. So this will bring me to a login page. Do you understand? And then it will ask you for your username. You remember the username that we typed, Abby? So you just input the username, but I am not going to, I didn't save that password. So honestly, I did not remember that password. Okay, so I'm just going to cancel this. So what you will do easily is to click here. So if you click from here, if you click from here, it will take you into the WordPress backend automatically. Can you see this? So if you are following and you can see my screen now, can you just react to emoji, let me see that we are together. Okay, am I just seeing one person? All right, awesome, great, awesome. Okay, so now we are getting into the real business, right? We are getting into the real business. I can tell you for free. So anyway, you don't need to be scared. This is something very simple. Honestly, designing with WordPress is actually simple, but it actually kind of tasks you in the sense that you need to be very calm. You need to look at your screen very well, not like shining your eye at the screen, but trying to look around on your screen, pay attention to informations on your screen, read before you click. Do you understand? It is very, very important. You read before you click. So now this is our WordPress dashboard. Do you understand? Yes. You see those websites, $1,000 worth of websites, $5,000 worth of websites. Most of them might be WordPress, and this is where they work from. This is where they build from. Do you understand? Now there are menus that we have here. This is home. This is home for the WordPress page. I mean, for this WordPress backend. Under here, you get notification about updates of plugins or themes that are outdated, right? And here is post. This section for posts, you can anything that you have, right? Anything or template of website that you have, either you feel completely built or you've not even built, like we are now, and you post, you come here and you add a post. Any post you had in this section comes or becomes a blog post. It becomes a blog what? A blog post. Do you understand? And here you can add media. It's like a media library. And here it's pages, the page section. But right now we have no page because we don't have anything. Okay, we only have privacy policy and sample page, right? So we have the comment section. Whenever people comment through your blog, this is the section you can see it. There is appearance. From this appearance section, there are so many things that will still come up. But for now, because we don't have anything on this back end, you are only seeing, you're only seeing themes and editor. Don't try to come to this editor at all. If you are not strong, if you are not pro at some point, don't try to come to the editor section. I'm just telling you down. I might not remember to tell you later. Okay. And when you come to themes, from these themes, you can select template of website. So these are what we have here right now, where you can say add theme, and you start searching. You can search for templates. Most of the templates here are free, but what we are going to be using to work tonight is this Astra template. I mean, most of the templates are also paid versions, but we have some templates, some themes that are free, that have free templates inside them. So, and one of it is Astra, best responsive and simple website. See, I told you website is not all about being complex, being busy, colorful, and a lot of emotions and all and all. There are some projects that might need that, but most projects needs just it needs understanding the message and you passing the message to the right place to the right people. Do you understand? If you have the right people and your website is not passing the right message, you definitely lose there. So I strongly recommend this Astra team for startup. Yes, for startup. And we are still coming back there anyway. So let's go. There is plugins. So plugins, now how do I explain plugins for you that you will understand? Plugins is like like tools, external tools that you need to actually make. I'm looking for a realistic example that will quickly make you understand. Okay, let's say a car. Let's say a car, right? A car or a generator, anything electric is what I want to use, right? Kind of, yeah. So like a car now, it has four tires. Without the four tires, the car cannot move. Do you understand? And even aside from having the tires, the four tires at the leg of the car, or how do you put it? Yeah, whichever way. There are some other parts that are needed to completely make that your car to work very well. Do you understand? That is what plugins tends to serve in this stage, right? So there are a lot of things that we drag in. We have to add a plugin or import a plugin to achieve them. Do you understand? There are some features we might want to achieve. We need plugins to achieve them. They do not come, most of them do not come with the templates or with the themes. So now, for you to be able to understand that, oh, this is the kind of website you want to build, how do you want to understand that you need this plugin? How will you get this plugin to, achieve this? How will you get this plugin to achieve that? No stress. If it was before AI, everything can be kind of overwhelming. But now that there is AI, my brothers and sisters in the Lord, eh? Both my religious sisters and my religious brothers, and my Christian brothers and Christian sisters, you don't have a problem. I'm telling you the truth. You actually do not have a problem because ChatGPT has got your back. Either you are using a free version or you are using a pro. Like me now, I use a pro version, right? Actually, but even if you are using a free version, it will give you response to what you'll be asking for. Do you get it? So because I am trying to like picture some people's mind, they might feel like, hey, this thing is complex. So how do I get? So no, just calm down. Just calm down. Actually, just calm down. So there's some other section that says like users, which implies that you can add an admin, somebody else to help you manage your website, and they have their unique login and username. Do you understand? So and when you add them up to your backend to manage your website, you can restrict them on some certain things. And here there are tools, there are different tools depending on what you want to do, and there is a general setting. Under these settings, and I click general, you see the brief of your website information. Do you understand? Like the site title, you can easily change it, the tagline, you can add the site icon, you can change your administration email back to maybe the client's email after completing the project and all. And you can just you see this section here, just leave it the way it is. Oh, don't touch it, just leave it the way it is. Then there's something again, this permalinks, right? Make sure that you just leave them. At some point later, when you understand how things works, you would be able to use it. It's not like it's very necessary, but at times when you have some issues to troubleshoot, you need to maybe probably change one or two things, and then later you change it back to originally the way it was before. You get? I'm just telling you from experience, okay? So now let's come back to the dashboard, the home. I just have to briefly explain all of this to you. Of course, we'll be coming to touch them as time goes on, okay? So now, having said all of this, the first thing you want to do, what are we building? We are building a website. What kind of a website? A corporate website. Now, If it is a corporate website, how do I understand everything I need to do, blah, 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 blah? It is very easy. Just come to ChatGPT. Now, I already have an history for I already have an history for Kelvin's restaurant, okay, or Kelvin's spices. This is it. I've created an history already before. I'm going to take you through what I actually did at the beginning of the conversation. I want to believe everybody can hear me clearly and also see my screen. Now, this was what I did. Anytime I want to start a new project, please take note. Take note clearly. Anytime I want to start a new project, right, I make sure that I give ChatGPT a brief. In fact, this is not even a brief like I used to. I used to have more than, I used to have longer brief than this. This was even very basic. Let me try to see if I can get a project that I work on recently. So for you to know that all my projects, I work with ChatGPT. It is my personal assistant, both in AI product design and AI product video production, um, and other stuffs. AI prompts. I do AI engineering prompts very well, right? Very, very well. So I use ChatGPT on a daily basis, even to build my website in terms of content system and all. So let me quickly take you through this. I want to just give you clarity. Like I want you to have clarity. Where is let me sound like one of my oga. I don't know, some of us here might know her. Katrina, what was her name safe on Facebook? She's a graphics designer. I don't know if is there anybody here that knows her? I think her name is Katrina. Yes, she's an Igbo girl. She will tell you, she will say clarity. So whenever she mentions clarity, I will just laugh. Like I will be laughing out so loud. Do you understand? But I understand that that is her tongue, and me too, I have mine too. So I'll just click on this. Let's hope that it actually loads very fast. But it is very, very, very important for you to see the beginning. So because if you have the full detail of your client, like the business name, the description of the business, all the product and services that they sell, the contact informations, their pain point of their audience, have a detailed information to provide. If you have a details information to provide to ChatGPT and you paste it, by the time you start building or working on the websites to request for, for content, it will give you something that matches the audience. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Is there anybody getting me? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Can you just send an emoji? Let me see. Oh, you are lost. So, Favor, where are you lost? Just don't worry, just put your question or some note it somewhere. I'm going to come back to it, okay? So I'll just quickly chip in for you. So what I'm trying to, all right, great. So what I'm trying to say now is, okay, now this is it. Oh, this is still not the beginning. This is still not the beginning of what I want. But no problem, let's go ahead. This is still not the beginning, but let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead. But you see, what I'm trying to say is that you need to get your client information, like a detailed business information. If possible, if the client actually have a business plan, tell them to send you a business plan, their business plan. So if they send you their business plan, you don't need to ask them for any other document or any question or anything. You get. So because very well on that business plan, their contact information will still be there. Either their business plan or their business portfolio. Do you understand? Just ask for it. To cut all the long story short, ask for their business portfolio and just upload the documents, the business portfolio. Just upload it on ChatGPT. Say add photos or files. When you do that, okay, you see now, it should take me to. I'm trying to upload the documents. Gmail. Okay, I still remember that I have what was it called? I have a business profile. I'm with you guys. I know you can't see my pop-up screen, but I'm with you. Just stay for a few seconds. I really, really, really want you guys to see that. Yes. So where is our profile? Okay, I wish I could get a profile, but I think I saved it somewhere and I can't remember where I saved it at the moment. Ah, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Just 1 minute. Okay, okay. I didn't see it anyway. So let's just continue. I wish I can find it, but so that I don't waste our time or take too long on this. So once you ask for their business profile, you just upload it to ChatGPT and send it. So ChatGPT will help you break it down. Okay, this is everything about this business. This is that. This is this. And once ChatGPT does that for you, the next thing you need to start what asking for content. Do you understand? So let's come back to this side. Let's come back to this side. After you have uploaded the what's it called, the contact information of the client to ChatGPT, right? The next thing you want to do is you already know the niche that you are building a website for. Okay, you know the niche you are building a website for. What you need to do is come down to appearance and then what themes. So when you come to themes, you say what add theme. So now, after saying add themes, you can now click on Astra. If you're not seeing Astra, just search for Astra. You know, search for Astra. When you search for Astra, it will come out here like this. Do you understand? Then click on install. So I've actually clicked install. So just hold on. Okay, it's still installing a bit. Okay, it has finished installing. Then you say what activate. So now the whole team has been activated. You can see this notification that says your website ready in minute, let's start. And there's a button here that says what start building now. Click on start building now and let's see the magic that happens. Okay, great, awesome. So if you are a newbie or if it's your first time, you might want to watch this video, but nothing much actually. I can tell you for sure, nothing much. Do you understand? So let's go ahead to click on what. Let's get started. But please, if you're a newbie, if it's your first time, try to watch the video. It will help you. Yes, it will help you. Either you try to watch the video or you come back to this recording. So now, since that is done, they're asking you for these informations. Once you click on get started or something, let's build, then it brings you down here. First name, just input a name. You understand now? Just fill up. Just fill up. Okay, I can say a friend, and from here, I'll say I'm just getting started. Do you understand? Because of the class section, that's why I'm saying this. So they can probably along the line give us some guideline. Did you get? Give us some guideline. So what benefit matters to you most? Why choosing Astra? Just fix something. I need a fast loading thing. Thank you. That is exactly what I need. And then I'll say continue. Of course, you can skip this. Do you understand? You can skip, or you can just as well go continue. Let's skip this one. Let's skip this one. Now, don't choose AI starter template. Yes, don't choose AI starter template. Select this build with template so that you can have total control of everything you are doing. Now, this is another important section. Another important section. Another what? Important section. Just click Elementor because Elementor is the builder we'll be using to build our website. Okay, is that clear? So. Then there are different, you see that there are different teams for different business industries. Sorry, just give me 10 seconds. All right. So they're actually on this stage now, or at this stage, there are actually different levels. I'm sure you can see from your screen. This is under this business category now. You can see agency, you can see restaurants, you can see hotels and travel. That's they have their template categories. Do you understand? So and the rest like that, there is for local businesses, you can see there is personal care, template for personal care, there is template for professionals, there is template for personal site and portfolio. Can you see portfolio and CV? Photographer, artist, and so on. There is for community, and there is template for e-commerce, and there is also template for what? For blog. So what we need is restaurant. Let's just click on restaurant straight so that it will help us filter out exactly what we want. So now you can see there are some template that says premium, 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 premium. We cannot actually use that because we are using the free version of Astra. But under here, you still have the free template that are very, very good looking and professional and fast. Do you get it? And very, very fast. So now I'm going to select this template because I have already planned even before now that oh no, I love this template, and that is what I'm going to use for the what for the project real time. And that's why I told you I'm building this real time, like I mean real time. So let's select this template. Since we have already seen what we are looking for, we don't need to stress ourselves. So I've selected the template, right? Now there is something that Astra does that that I am so happy about. They are going to give you a space to upload your logo. For now, I have not created a logo for Kelvin Spice because I'll be the one to create the logo, right? So I'm just going to go ahead to build without uploading the site without uploading the site logo. But we will do every other thing. So yeah, you can choose the font style. So you can see as I am choosing the font style, it is changing. You can see it is changing. Also, see, I do this, and you can see the different changes, right? So I am going to use this. I want something bold, right? And then for the color, you can see this, the color palette. So it's just going to change according to what you have. But I think I love this. Yes. I think I'm loving this. Though I've not even confirmed the brand what is it called? The brand color for the site from the client, right? So it's actually a friend that connected me, and but he knows that everything I come up with, it is always superb. So what I'm just going to do, we build originally as we've said, and by the time I confirm the brand color or the brand guide for the brand or the business, I will just change the color one time and everything will change. So that is not a problem. So I'll just go ahead with this color palette here. And once you've done that, click on continue. So now there is another section that they will ask you, select features. So if you select features that are here, any features you select that are here, they will help you to automatically install plugins that will help you, achieve the feature. Do you understand? But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because I'm going to search every plugin by myself. Do you understand? So I can as well skip this step or just say continue. So let me uncheck this one and skip this step. So now we are almost done. Oh, insufficient memory. Oh, is below the recommended blah blah. Why are you proceeding? Increasing the memory limit is advised. Oh, okay, no problem. I will do that. So let's skip and continue. Just skip and start building. Do you understand? So now they're already asking me too much questions. So I've skipped that. So let's build. It's loading. We just have to hold on. So let's just patiently wait. Yes. Okay, that's going. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. It's loading, it's going, it's going. Okay, 90% and 100%. Yes. So all you're going to do here is what? Let's say view our website. Can you see? Hello guys, can you see? Oh guys, I have forgotten. I'm supposed to view directly on just kelvinspice.com.ng, but no problem. I'm going to move it. Yes, I'm going to just move it later after the class. So no problem with that. But I'm sure everybody can see what we have installed. You can see the template we want to use for the website. You can see it is beautiful, right? This is the template we are using for the website. Can you see this? Yes. So I'm sure you can see these guys. So if I click on the about section, this is the about page. This is the about page, right? So we just need to start editing. Can you see the section for the theme? You can see. So let's go to menu. The menu, yeah, we can leave it like that because of course this one's to the sell food, so we need to have their menu on the site. Can you see the menu? Can you see this? So we need to make sure that we check everything so it will give us ideas, inspire us to, like whet our appetite before we start building. So this is the contact page. This is the contact page. Can you see? This is the contact page, and there is a map here. So, and here is as simple as that. You don't need so much fancy stuff. So who is actually in for us to get started with the business? Can I see your emoji, guys? Are you ready? Let's start editing now. So it is for us to just start editing, and you see how fast I'm going to quickly build. Yes, I'm not going to be thinking about the content and all. It's going to be very, very, very fast. So what we'll do is let's come back here and see what finish setup. So I'm going to just say got it. Dismiss Jerry, don't disturb us. Okay, so you see all of this one, don't bother about all of this. So now they will try to bring so many things to your screen because it is a new website. Do you understand? It is a new website and you are trying to just start building. They want to give you so many things. So don't be scared. After you've installed your thing, the first thing you need to go and do, just come to your page. Do you understand? Come to your page. You are going to see the pages here. Can you see the pages? Just four basic, just like I told you, the home, the services, the about, and the contact. So the services is replacing, the menu is replacing the services section here. Do you understand? So now we want to start with editing the front page Elementor. That's the front page of the site. What you're going to do is right click on this that says edit with Elementor. When you right click on it, there's a pop-up that is showing on my hand that says open link in a new tab. It's something you guys are familiar with. So, but you can't see that because I'm not sharing my whole screen. Yes. So I'm just going to open the edit with Elementor. You can see my cursor, edit with Elementor. You can as well click on it from here, but because I want to have this whole place opened, do you understand? That is why I right click and say open in a new tab. So now this is that new tab that I opened for that particular page. Do you understand? You know the themes is already there. I mean, the template has been imported. So we just need to correct things, edit, and all. That is all. So this one you say skip. Don't say let's do, because they might change the frame of stuffs and all. You get. So now, guys, what we need to do before you start to battle with background, if you want to build a website, don't battle with the background yet. Yes, I can tell you for free. Don't battle with background, like image background or color yet. No, just work on the content, like build the content first. Like build content first. Take note of that. Build content first. Looking for images for backgrounds and all those stuff can be frustrating at times. If you've not started working and you are just going to build, you are just going to to change images. So what this is what we are going to do. I'm going to screen launch this whole page like from here like this now. Do you understand? I screen launch it like I screenshot. Let me put it that way. I screenshot it and I'll come to ChatGPT. I'll come to where's ChatGPT? Where's our ChatGPT? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is our ChatGPT. You know, I told you I already have an history for Kelvin, right? Or for Kelvin Spice. So I will open the history on my ChatGPT for Kelvin Spice. Where is it? Okay. I hope I've not passed it. Okay, this is it. So now, so Kelvin Spice actually already knows what they do. Do you understand? They already know what they do, and I've pasted the services and it understand it. Now I'll just paste the screenshot that I did on the website. And what I will say next is so I have started working on the website project. This is a screenshot of the top, or let me just say a screenshot from the home page, right? I want you to give me website. I want you to give me homepage SEO content, SEO optimize. I'll tell you what SEO optimize is. SEO optimize and catchy website copy. For this section, I have attached as image. Do you get what I have done here? So instead of me to start thinking what content or I should just ask ChatGPT, I can as well just ask ChatGPT, give me an home-page website content. But if I just say that, it will not give me the website content aligning to the format of the page. So to not stress myself of I need to start arranging and okay, start saying, should I put this here? Should I put this here? If I send a screenshot and then prompt it with a statement like this, do you understand? It will understand the image and give me content that will fit into that format. Is everybody getting what I'm saying here? Guys, are you getting me? Do you understand me? Let me see your reactions if you understand what I'm trying to say. All right, thank you, Yusuf. Awesome. Is there anybody else? Samuel, well done. Anybody else aside from Yusuf? Okay, Sheyi. What of Miriam? Where's Favor? Where's Zainab? Okay, Waris, I've seen you. Zainab, I've seen you. Well done. And the rest, please make sure you're following. And if you're missing out something, just point out your questions on your jotter, and I'm going to respond to it. So now let's move forward. Since I have prompted this, and mind you, okay, Favor, don't worry. I'm sure you're talking about record, so most likely you'll get a record. So now, the bottom line is when you are prompting AI, right? You don't need to be perfect. I see people that wants to be perfect and they are trying to use grammar or anything. In fact, I can decide not to use the text to type and just use my voice. Do you understand? So anything I say, it's going to pick it. Once I click on the mark, it will now transcribe everything to text and I will send. So in that voice note, I can express myself as much as possible. Do you understand? So even if it's Yoruba you want to use or Igbo, it will understand it. So express yourself. Let it understand the human side of you, where you want. I mean, where you're coming from and what you want. Do you get it? So let's go ahead to prompt. Okay, so let's see what happened. So it understood that what I have pasted is an hero section. Do you understand? Which is the most important part of the entire website. Do you understand? It must be what? It must be clear, be local SEO optimized, push ordering immediately, free premium, and mouth watering. That is the content. So now it gave me options. It gave me option one, it gave me option two. Now let's check option one together, guys. Do you understand? Let's check option one together. The headline says what? Fresh, delicious meals delivered to your doorstep. Subtext says what? Other restaurant quality meals, pastries, and catering services from Kelvin Spice, Nigeria, fast delivery, unmatched taste, premium food experience. So now, guys, I believe that you're seeing all of this, right? So let's check the second one. Let's check the second one. Where great taste meets experience. Then subtext says from irresistible restaurant meals to expert catering and culinary training. Kelvin Spice Nigerian serves excellent in every bite. Order online today. Now, there's something about me. For the fact that ChatGPT gave me this stuff does not mean that I will use it like that, or does not mean I'll just copy and paste. I have to read, and that is why I'm doing that. Do you understand? So I don't want to come back after the class and saying I'm really editing. So we are building together now, like I said. So the third one says premium restaurant catering service in Nigeria. Okay. Enjoy freshly prepared meals, bakery delight, and professional catering from Kelvin Spice, Nigerian order. I want it to be very, like very, very simple. Okay. Put these put all of this in a very simple English that meets user search intent. And what I mean by user search intent, that is by what people are searching online, so that when they search, it will help the SEO of the website. Like it will help the website to also show if the SEO aspect is being done. But I want the contents to be SEO optimized. Do you understand? So user search intent, and then also to the level that a baby can easily understand what we sell. Do you understand? Like put it in a very simple English. No grammar stress, no big words. Do you understand? Fresh food, hot and ready, delivered to you. We cook tasty rice, soup, small chops, cakes, and more. Order online. Okay. Let's see. Good food made fresh every day. Don't forget that they sell food. So we want to also tell the prospect or the users or the visitors that we do not sell this next day food. Or how do they used to call it? So restaurant meals, bakery, catering, and cooking training. Order now. Okay, enjoy fast delivery. Okay, okay. Order fresh restaurant food online. Okay. So because we are trying to deal with the localities, and yeah, we don't want to, use too much oyibo. So let me see. What are we deciding on? Food or okay, no, I'm not using option one. Option two says what? Food made fresh every day. Okay, I'm most likely to go with this. Let me go with this headline. I might change the. So let's come to this place and say copy paste. When you click on a section you want to edit, the editing section or editing sidebar will come up. So you just need to click here and highlight and you paste it. If you can't paste it, you know what it is to paste now. So please mute your mic. Thank you. So that's that. So let's come back to the subtext. Let me check other subtext. Kevin Space, Nigeria's cooks delicious meal from okay. I think I love this subtext, right? I actually love this subtext. Let's use this. Let's use this. It's not necessarily that it has to be long. Do you understand? It's not necessarily that it has to be long. So now this particular subtext here, it looks very small to me. Do you understand? It looks what? Very small to me. So I can decide to increase the font. What I will do here is just click on what? Style. When I click on style, you can see typography, right? Look at typography here. So if I click over your mouse here, when you over your mouse, you can see the size. So I'll just say, maybe I'll just say 18. Can you see 18? So let me say 22. Well, let me say 20. Let's say 20, right? Let's say 20. Yes, let's say 20. So now, since I've done this, the button, this is the action button. Remember the structure I showed you yesterday, the message, then the structure, and then what? Action. So now this is the button that would help the user to take an action. Did you understand? So this place now, I don't, if I click on the button now, you know, the editing tab has shown on the left hand side here. So I do not want to use this text that says reserve now. What I will just simply use is order now. Do you understand? And I can also use what is it called? I can use two buttons, but I will not do that right here. Yes. So let's just work strictly with what we have. So I've changed this button to what? Order now. Okay. So let's scroll. Now this is the next section for us to work with. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom out a bit so that you can see all the sections very well. So now this is the section that is next for me to work with, which implies that we will have to screenshot so that we have to screenshot. Okay. We have to screenshot so that ChatGPT can give us the content for this section. Okay, I'm coming. Let me zoom in back a bit. Okay. Now I'm screenshotting. Okay, let's come to ChatGPT, and then I'll just say, give me content for these sections. Do you understand? So now I don't need to really be typing so much again because it's already understood that I need sections. I mean, I need content for those sections, and I'm just going to add the image. Can you see? It says what? Left side. The left side small card. It says what? The left side small card. There are 3 cards on the left side. 1, 2, 3. Do you understand? Now, it's already understood that there are 3 sides. This is 1. This is 2. And then this is what? And then this is 3. Do you understand? That completes, right? Look at this side now for the about section. Look at the side for the about section. Okay. So now the right side main section, it says what? About Kevin Spice. Can you see that we just need to copy and paste? So this, what I'm trying to tell you at the same time here is that if you have a basic website, you can build it completely. Don't let me exaggerate. I can build it in 24 hours. I'm telling you, for free. I can build a complete basic corporate website in 24 hours, and I will deliver rich content, rich website, not just copy pasting like, I mean, without structure or anything. No. But at the same time, I'm not saying you should rush, but I'm just letting you know how fast AI will help you to work. But you don't forget that you must put your idea, your sense of, thinking, reasoning, pulling out strategy, give it to ChatGPT to just help you fast track things. Did you understand? So let's just copy paste this. This title says what? High quality food, right? So I click on this first card, and this place I say what? High quality food. And then Let me delete. Let me close this tab. It's disturbing me. So, and then the text says what? For the text, it says this. And let's copy the text and paste here. Do you understand? Don't mind the way it is looking here. It is because we are editing. Do you get it? You don't need to mind it. If I should close this tab now, it will expand. So just continue. Let's go to the third section. Experience check. Correct. These are stuff. Do you understand? So let me be fast with it now. You already understood what I'm trying to do. So I'll be a bit fast. I might not say anything, but just look closely what I am doing.
Sorry, Daniel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I just want to say, like, in case we are lost or we just
Okay.
quickly want to get something, you can just raise your hand and ask the question, because maybe some people are lost and they don't understand very well. So you can just raise your hand
Okay.
and quickly ask, so we can just be on the same page together.
All right. I get that actually.
Yeah.
Okay, as much
Thank
as I
you.
do, I just because of the recording, so that people will know we won't have so much distraction on the recording. So easily when they are going back to it, you get. So that's why I feel like you can ask your question. I mean, note down your question and stuff like that. But I think we might just take a break and let me take some few questions. And yeah, but don't worry, let's finish up with this section. Yeah, let's finish up with this section. So let's go for the right side main section. I told you that this is real business. I told you this is real business. So this is the build stage, the building stage, right? So a lot of people would not, understand what the learning process is, but now you are witnessing it. So by the time you are charging your clients, your client is underpricing you, no grill. No manager, no green. Okay, guys. So I hope you guys are following, Sha. I hope you're following. If you're following, can you send me emojis? Let me see emojis, guys. Okay. Oh, okay, favor. Okay, favor. I can actually see your message. Don't worry, don't worry. You are going to clock in. Don't worry, you get that. So let me just change this button and say order now. Okay, so another important thing here. Let me just quickly work on this. Let's quickly work on this. Okay. It seems like let me take our question so that I do not bug us, like try and rush things too much. But so far of what I have done here, let me publish because we have not published it. Yes, it's just saving as draft. So everything we've done so far, you can see the publish button here. So just click on publish. So you can see this icon. You can see my cursor, right? The icon here, it says what preview changes. So let's preview what we have actually built. So can you see the coming? I'm coming. Let me do this. So can you see the changes now? You can see the changes, right, guys? So yeah, I just need to zoom in. So you can see this, though we need to adjust. There is something we need to adjust here a bit. We need to adjust this dash so they can come out. And at the same time, we can still leave like this. But to make it well optimized, we will adjust the dash. I mean, the background shape, to come out very well so that the text can fit in. Do you understand? So, but you can see the changes here is very clean and smooth. And then the button also. Okay, so let me I think we most likely going to put a hold to tonight's class on this section so that people can digest. Let me now respond to questions and let's treat all of these things together. So